cleanse. That's all you got to do. Go to your local library or wherever you live, find a little meeting room. Say, we're going to teach you how to lose weight. We're going to teach you how to be more masculine if you're a man. We're going to teach you how to reduce your risks of cancer and heart disease. And then you do a presentation on the power of fasting and intermittent fasting and the Swear-V cleanse, and have some Swear-V available for them. That's all you need. You don't need Longevity has 4,000 products. Just talk about the Swear-V cleanse and intermittent fasting. Eating less and eating too much. The link between eating too much and eating less food and health and disease and hormone health, it's underappreciated, but you cannot possibly talk about it too much if you're interested in learning about health. Eating and hormones go hand in hand. Eating and health go hand in hand. I'm not a food Nazi here, but as a healthcare professional, I got to tell you, the less you eat, the better your hormones are going to be. The less you eat, the longer you live. The more fat a guy's carrying, the more feminine he is becoming. When we lose body fat, that reverses. Sometimes significantly, according to a 1988 article, this is from the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, weight loss in obese men was associated with a nearly 60% increase in male hormone, in testosterone. So if you're a guy, and this, by the way, starts scarily early, this drop in male hormone and increase in body fat and changes and redirecting our body's biochemistry to the hormones of aging and of domestication and away from the hormones of youth and fertility and vibrancy starts at age 30 or even before for some folks. If you're starting to notice some belly fat, you're not quite as energetic as you used to be, you're not quite as resilient as you used to be, you're still going to the gym, but you're not building as much, the chance, and I don't care how old you are, you could be 30, the chances are really good that you're starting to become feminized. And plastics and pesticides and many of the chemicals that are in our water and in our air exacerbate the problem. And the reliance that we have on sugar makes it even worse. In fact, I would present that that's one of the reasons why sugar is everywhere. Why would it be that the government subsidizes sugar and you can get sugar for $1.50 a pound and the price never goes up? We're domesticated with sugar. We're domesticated with sweets. And that includes all sweets, by the way. Corn syrup and stevia. Stevia is obviously a little bit better. But still, the sweet taste calms us down. It domesticates us. I don't say calms us down. It makes us lose our edge. The modified ketogenic diet, intermittent fasting, resistance training, and that includes intensity training. Between those three elements, intermittent fasting, the modified ketogenic diet, which is a low-carb diet, low-carb, high-fat diet, and resistance and high-intensity training, most people can lose significant amounts of body fat. Most men can become more masculinized. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. 844-236-6010 is our number. Got lines open for you. We're coming back with more good health information and your phone calls right after this. Don't go away. Okay, we are back on the bright side. 844-236-6010 is our number. If you have questions about the longevity products, business, formulations, ingredients, if you want to wean yourself off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, we can help you do that. 844-236-6010 is our number. And if you want to purchase any of our Truth Skin Health products, head over to truthtreatments.com, truthtreatments.com. And if you'd like to join the Brightside Ben team and make some money selling longevity products or get your products at the wholesale price, call the phone team at 866-735-2470, 866-735-2470. Our number today, 844-236-6010. Hang tight if you're on hold. We'll get to you in just a moment. From the journal Neurology, older Americans who engage in strenuous exercise are more mentally nimble, have better memory function, and process information more speedily than do their more sedentary peers. This is from the journal Neurology, dated March 24th. And as they continue to become more physically active, they lost less ground cognitively than did couch potatoes. That means moving your body. Why would this be? Why would it be that moving your body would make your mind work better? Well, because of these hormones. When the body is moved, when we move our body, especially if we're doing something high intensity, the body gets these signals that it's supposed to grow. that it's supposed to improve vascularity, that blood vessel growth is supposed to improve, that bone and muscle development are supposed to be upregulated, and that brain health is supposed to improve as well. Everything is stimulated by intensity training and resistance training. Now, the rest period is key. You can overtrain, of course, but a little intensity, high intensity training, getting on the treadmill for a minute. People say, oh, I don't have time to exercise. You know what? All you need is a minute. You need 60 seconds a day. That's it to exercise correctly. High intensity training. You just got to. And what's high intensity? Well, it depends on you. It depends on the person. What's high intensity for somebody who's 70 years old is not high intensity for somebody who's 30. So you do high intensity for yourself. I go to the gym and I see these people on the bike and on the treadmill, and they're like taking a nice little stroll on the treadmill, or they're going for a nice little, a comfortable ride on the bike, and they're working out for an hour. You don't need to work out for an hour. Just do it as fast as you can for 60 seconds. And you know what's going to happen? After a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, you're going to be doing more and more and more because the body gets stronger. That's how it works. All right. 844-236-6010 is our number. Let's go to Shane in Illinois. Welcome to the bright side, Shane.
Good morning, Ben, and good morning to everybody out there in Brightside Land.
All right. Good morning. Thank you. What's going on, man?
So, yes, I appreciate and I'm very grateful to all the information that you had given me yesterday. I am doing all the longevity products, but I wasn't able to get to the heart of the matter yesterday. And if I could have 30 seconds, could I get it out?
You can get it out, and I won't interrupt, I promise.
Cool beans. Thank you, Ben. All right, so the deal is upper palate on the right. I have a wisdom tooth that's impacted. Yes, it should have been taken out 30 years ago. Wasn't. So now, and I know I only have one up there. I'm a lucky person, and I have two. So anyway, it grew a cyst, and the cyst pushed the sinus bone up into my sinus cavity.
Oh,
so
man.
what he's telling me now is I need to, of course, have the wisdom teeth removed. He's going to go in there, clean the cyst out, which should be benign. He says almost all the time it is. And then he says he needs to take that bone out that pushed into my cavity and put a patch in there. And now I asked him, and this is my big problem with him, I says, well, won't the bone just go back the way it was? And this is where he's ramming me, and I don't like it because he's threatening me and scaring me, saying, oh, no, at your age, the bone will not grow back, and you need to have this done now because it's going to go to your brain or something. And like I say, I really appreciate and understand all of your knowledge and the good doc's knowledge. Been doing all of these things, and like I say, and then the next thing is then he offers me 3 different ways to patch it up. He says a cadaver bone, which I want nothing to do with because I don't know what any of others' energies are. And then he says like a bovine kind of a thing or a seashell deal. So now, what would you suggest?
The seashell is the most benign, but here's the deal, though. They're all calcium carbonate and various forms of calcium. But here's the thing. I don't know how progressed you are. I know that you don't want to mess around with your mouth. I could tell you that for sure. The proximity of the mouth to the blood, a lot of people think heart disease is linked to mouth problems, and not to mention the pain that you're going to deal with. So you don't want to mess around with the mouth, that's for sure. I don't know how progressed you are, but what I can tell you is that your major strategies for dealing with this thing are going to be keeping inflammation down and accelerating anabolism or building. You can't accelerate anabolism or building locally. You follow me, Shane? You can't do it just in the bone or just in the mouth. You have to do it throughout the body. So the strategies that you will use for building bone they're not mouth strategies. They're systemic strategies. They involve the whole system, not just the mouth. You follow me? It involves turning your body from the breakdown direction to the building direction. Now, you said you're in your 50s, I think, as I recall. Is that correct?
I'm 47.
Okay, you're 47. So chances are pretty good that you're heading in the breakdown direction if you're doing the standard American stuff. And it's a good chance. So my recommendation to you is not going to be to deal with this specific problem because I don't know the detail. I don't know how broken down you are. But I can tell you that your number one goal should be to figure out how to keep inflammation down and to turn on anabolism, which is the word for building. And that's everything we've been talking about here. You follow me? It's not so much targeting just the tooth because I'm not there. I can't see what's going on. I can only tell you I wouldn't be messing around with it. But what I can direct you is in keeping inflammation down. That means digestive health, keeping your blood sugar down, oxygenation, all the things we always talk about, and turning on building. Testosterone, progesterone, intermittent fasting, everything I just talked about, relaxing the body. Now, specifically for post-healing, there's a lot of things you could do nutritionally for post-healing. I'd be pounding, if you decide to go with the surgery, and you very well may need to. I don't know the details of it, but if you decide to go through it, digestive enzymes pre- and post-surgical procedure can keep the inflammation down and speed healing. Vitamin E is a major healing vitamin, and it works. That's how it works with the ketogenic diet. It's part of what we've been talking about. 400 international units a day. Zinc is a major healing mineral, and most people are deficient in zinc, especially as we get older and especially the more sugar we eat. 50 milligrams a day of zinc picolinate. Make sure you're doing your ultimate EFAs. They are the molecules of inflammation and anti-inflammation. So using 9 capsules a day, 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, 3 at night, along with vitamin A as well as zinc. Vitamin A, zinc, and EFAs all go together, and they all require a fully functioning fat absorption system, fat digestive system. So using digestive enzymes with your meals in addition to on an empty stomach, as well as probiotics, good bacteria, making sure you're absorbing your minerals out of the gut using apple cider vinegar, maybe some betaine, HCl. Do you hear how these are generic strategies? They're not specifically targeted for the tooth because you very well may need to take that thing out, but these are all strategies that you want to do anyway for anti-aging at the age of 47 and also to accelerate the healing after your surgery. I hope I helped you, Shane. I know I think you wanted more specific information, but I can't give that to you, but I can, from a generic sense, that can help you out a lot. And don't forget vitamin C. Amazing for healing. Thanks, Shane. Appreciate your call, buddy. All right. We'll take a quick break and come back with more of your phone calls right after this. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. We'll be back right after this commercial break. Don't go away. Okay, we are back on The Bright Side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Got lines open for you. 844-236-6010 is our number. We'll get your calls here in just a sec. From the Journal of Clinical Investigation, I love this, man. Probiotics stop bone loss, menopause-like bone loss. Probiotic supplements protected female mice from the loss of bone density that occurs after having their ovaries removed. Probiotics, good bacteria. Why would that be? Well, if you've been listening to this program, you know that probiotics and good bacteria are important for fats, and fats are important for calcium and vitamin K. According to the article, I love this, the immune system was known to be involved in postmenopausal osteoporosis. That's according to Emory and Georgia State researchers. Did you hear that? The immune system was involved, was known to be involved in postmenopausal osteoporosis. Osteoporosis is an immune problem. It's an inflammatory problem. It is not a reason to be drugged. Researchers say loss of estrogen that occurs when women get older increases gut permeability. That means leaky gut. That means stuff gets into the blood. That activates the immune system. This is all the stuff we talk about every day on this program. You know, I like reading this stuff, but you don't need to read this stuff. It's just logic. Stuff gets into the blood, we get sick. Stuff gets into the blood through the digestive system. When that happens, not only do we get sick, but we age. So what does that mean? It means work on the gut. And one of the easiest ways to work on the gut is to get on the nightly essence, the ultimate nightly essence from longevity, made with multiple strains of bacteria, lots of them, and on top of all that, digestive enzymes. When was the last time somebody got a prescription for the nightly essence for their osteoporosis? Tell that to Sally Field when she tells you to take Boniva, or anybody who suggests Fosamax, which, by the way, are among the worst drugs known to man. They're right up there with prednisone. The bisphosphonate drugs that they give you for osteoporosis. Okay, 844-236-6010 is our number. Spanky in Florida. Welcome to The Bright Side. What's up, my man?
Oh, got a couple questions. One pertains to the Bergamax. I always read the labels and stuff,
Okay.
And it says, I think on the Bergman it says for metabolic syndrome. Correct
Yes,
me
sir.
if I'm wrong. Does that pertain to diabetes? And
Yes.
if you don't have diabetes, can you still take the Bergman?
Yes,
You
yes.
can? Okay.
Well, hang on, though. You raised a couple really interesting points. Okay, so first of all, let's tell everybody about metabolic syndrome, which that's cool that you knew about that. Metabolic syndrome, I love the term. Excuse me. Metabolism is basically all your chemistry. So metabolic syndrome is a fancy schmancy term that means your chemistry's jacked up. And that means that you got messed up blood pressure, messed up cardiovascular health, messed up kidneys, possibly Alzheimer's disease, possibly osteoporosis.